Alright, welcome back, guys. We're on another snowmobile video here. It's been getting very cold here, and it's been snowing pretty good up in the mountains. So, first things first, last video said I'm going to get some bars. Those came in, got a 7-inch rise on those. And then I was looking at my Hayfaxes, and they're worn down pretty good, so I ordered those as well. So you got two things that we're going to do in this video. I'm hoping that this throttle cable is going to be long enough, because these bars are a lot shorter than the 7-inch one. But everything else is kind of loose and zip tied up, so we have enough room there. So hopefully everything goes smoothly. And then, don't quote me on this, but maybe my dad will pull his sled in and do his thermostat because he's been overheating, but don't look forward to that because it might not happen. So let's hop into this and hopefully everything goes smoothly. So for the most part, everything came off pretty easily. The bars are still on there because I got to unhook the hand warmers, but I did have a bolt that was in the brake lever that was stripped prior, so I had to get that out. So I might just get 2 new ones of these at some point to put that on, so if in the future I have to take it off, it's a little easier. But to get to the hand warmers, they're like down here in this area, so I think it might be easier to take this off. Who knows, I'll dig around in there for a second, see if I can find them, and if they're easy to find and easy to get to, I won't pull that, but we may have to. So there is a pretty decent difference here between bars and the size of them. Kind of upset that these aren't black, kind of match everything a little bit, but couldn't find these in black. If one day I want to powder coat them, I can't. It's just right here with the grips. Putting new grips on it is going to be tough. That's why I got one with the heated grips anyways. And then I have to pull these bar ends out anyways and put them on here. So we'll get that done and then we'll get them bolted up onto the snowmobile. I got these bars put on, everything nice and tight. You can turn it, and the throttle heater's a little tight, but it doesn't get to the point where it's stretching or anything, so we're all good there. It can go both ways. Still got to get a screw for that because that's stripped out, but we can do that at any time. So on to the next thing is these Hayfaxes. They're pretty used, but it is late right now and I don't want to do anything else tonight, so we'll pick up in the morning where we leave off tonight. I got my new Hayfaxes right here. These ones are gonna have to be cut because they are 64s and I have 58s on there. I just couldn't find the 58s for sale. It's not a big deal, we can cut them. I am gonna have to find a way to jack this up to get all the weight off the track to pull those old Hayfaxes off. I might ratchet strap it up to the roof or something, I don't know yet, because it's genuinely not that heavy. It's just about getting it up there and holding it up so I can spin the track and get everything off of there. So yeah, hopefully it goes smoothly. So I'll get it jacked up, get them unscrewed, and hopefully they'll pull right off and I won't have to shimmy them or anything. So I rigged this chain up to the rafters, and then I got this ratchet strap here. Hopefully everything goes as planned. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't, just hopefully the rafter holds it. I mean, I think that's all we need. So yeah, that's all we need. I might try to lift it up and slide that to the center. Yeah. Well, I think that'll work as long as that doesn't do that. Yeah. Alright, let's try this again, I guess. That's why I like the lighter sleds now. Makes everything a lot easier. But hopefully that should work and gives us enough room to pull everything out. Now that I've got these old ones off, I can measure them out and see what I need them to be for the new ones. And since they have this hole here, I'm just gonna throw a screw in there and just keep it centered so I get them the exact same length as the old ones. Or at least that's the plan. Whether it works like that or not is gonna be a different story. Especially with this one, because it won't go in. And it's bent like crazy, so might throw another screw in the middle of the bad one and then at the end of the bad one, and we'll make it sit right. I've got both haystacks cut now. One of them cut easier than the other because I was able to use the first one I cut to kind of make a valley for it to stay in, so it cut a lot easier. But now I just hope they go in easily because these ones were worn like all the way down to the line, so they are really low. I might have to loosen up the back bogey wheels, push them forward and do it that way, but I'm going to try to do it without that first, just to make my life a little bit easier. And if I have to move them, I'll move them, but I'd rather not. So I got those haystacks bolted on there. They're looking good. Track's tightened up. One of them that I cut was like a little too much off of it, but it shouldn't make a difference on it. It's like maybe 1/8 of an inch off rather than the other one. So like a little bit of the metal's poking out, but just like the tiniest bit. But next thing on the agenda, I'm probably gonna take this sway bar off because there's a narrow kit on it. And since they didn't get a narrow sway bar, it's rubbing right there. And that one's on the outside also, and they put this one on the inside, so it's all whack and off. But they also stripped the little ball joints that are on it, so I can't even tighten it or move it or bend it or anything. So it's just gonna have to come off. We don't spend much time on the trails anyways, and there's something on the lens, but we don't spend much time on the trails anyway, so hopefully it won't matter me needing it or not. Well, we tried to bend this sway bar so that I could put it back on, but that is some hardened metal, and it is bending the vise and everything, so I don't think we're gonna get that. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. It lifts pretty nice and whatnot, and there goes the sway bar, but lifts pretty nice. Like I said, the only issue we're gonna have is probably on the trail, but hopefully we won't be doing much trail riding. But that's going to be it for this video. I got done what I wanted to get done. My dad obviously didn't do his thermostat, and it's late tonight, so probably not going to get that done anyways. So stick around for the next video because I believe we are going to go snowmobiling. I hope we do. Up in the mountains, I think there was like 3 feet of snow by tomorrow is what they're anticipating, and all the passes were closed for it as well. So got a lot of snow this weekend, so hopefully next weekend will be good. If you liked the video, hit that like button, comment what you guys thought about it, and hit that subscribe button as well. We've been doing great lately with likes and everything like that. Haven't seen any comments, would love to see some, interact with you guys and everything, but on that note, we'll see you guys next Wednesday.